watching Halenville Live with Fruitcake Tony. Woo! Wow!
All right.
Yeah.
And we are live. Yes, we are. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, it is. All right.
Yeah.
Fruitcake Tony, Keith Campbell along. This is Halenville Live. What's up, Keith?
Just dropping shit already.
How you doing,
How you doing,
bro?
man? I'm doing great. Doing fantastic. I am in such a great mood tonight.
Good,
And
dude.
I'm so jacked up for this show.
You're dropping your pick, dude.
Yeah, they're flying everywhere, man.
You need
Picks
some
are flying.
sticky.
Watch out for flying picks.
That's it. You need some stickum.
No. Just need one of these grip picks. That's all you need.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
It's April the 12th, 2023, a little after 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night. We're talking all things Van Halen here, as we do every Wednesday. We call it Halenville. We're going to be talking about the David Lee Roth Crazy from the Heat EP tonight.
You mean this?
That one. Specifically, but not so specifically, because there's a lot of stuff that
There's
happened
more.
around
Yeah.
that time, as we know,
Yeah.
and we'll get
Yeah.
into
A whole
all
lot
of
of
that. Yeah.
Whole lot of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was such a huge transitional period, you know, and everybody's like, okay, Dave put out a solo album. No, it was more than that. A lot more than that.
Yeah. Well,
But the cool thing is we've got somebody from this band here tonight as well to talk about it. Right?
you were doing the wheel while you said that. What did you say, Keith?
Oh,
yeah, didn't hear you.
We got somebody from this band here to talk about it.
We absolutely we do.
Yeah.
Very excited for our special guest. That's right, baby.
Yeah. Because we're sporting our colors for this man tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be a fun show. I've been jacked up for this ever since he told me. Ever since Tony said, "Yeah, we're getting this guy." Yeah, but I still have to, put the props out for all the other cover bands, all the tribute bands. I'm sorry, all the tribute bands that do it. Like Van Halen, like Atomic Punks, like Forever Unchained. And these guys in North Carolina are the shit, and I cannot wait to see them.
There they are, right there.
There they are. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I gotta give props to Q though. Hi, Cindy.
We're gonna run some nearly impossible Van Halen trivia later on too for a cool prize pack tonight. Speaking of David Lee Roth, we're gonna give you a David Lee Roth EatEm&Smile backstage pass. One of the
very nice.
kind.
Oh, that is badass. Come on. Look at that. Even in pink. Neon pink. That's so 86.
There's a reason why I chose pink tonight, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, but we'll give you one of those, and we'll reach in here, and we'll also in that prize pack, we'll throw you some guitar picks like Keith's showing you there, and
Yeah.
we'll put you a very handsome 1971 D quarter in there as well. Put that
You'll get one
aside.
of these probably, right? One of these show me your picks.
You'll get one of those. You will.
And you'll probably get a Halenville pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
Mm-hmm. And you will definitely get a Mean Street. Yeah, you'll definitely get one of those.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't already have one.
Mm-hmm. But you need to have one. You got to have one. And you'll be getting one of these also, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a 71D.
Yeah, but we'll get into that at about the 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, right around. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are we going to do first? Are we going to invite our guests, or are we going to open up the door and let the chat in the house?
Let's see who's with us in the chat first, Keith.
All right.
Let's open it on up here. Let's go. Boom, there they are.
Yeah.
All right,
Look who's right there at the bottom.
We'll start right here at the bottom with the great Jay Turner, the bass player for Mean Street. Yeah, right
brother.
on. Our Van Halen brother R2, R3 Locking Nut is in the house.
R2.
Good to see R2. Ed is in the house. Ed DeBrill, what's up, bro?
Yeah, brother.
Good to see Ed.
So great to see you.
Christopher Live Sawa is right
Silva.
there.
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir. Dan in New
You haven't
Jersey.
been to. He hasn't been to a show this week. What's going on? Is he sick?
I'm sure he's got one in the
He's
works
got something lined
this
up.
weekend. Yeah. Andy Carson.
What's going on,
good
Dan?
to see Andy.
Yeah, brother. Hi, Andy.
Right on,
Hi, Dan. Welcome, both of you. Love you. Love you both, man.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, Ed, he wants to hook up with you guys and get your info. So, get in touch with Ed.
Nomi Ansland, welcome.
Nice.
And there is Patty Deal. Good to see her.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
Nelson Rodriguez. Good to see Nelson.
Nelson.
Right. Thomas Santiago's here. Hey, Thomas. Good to see you, man. And there is Monique. Good to see Monique. Good to see you again, ma'am.
Hi, Monique. On. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to scroll up and then I'm going to scroll down. If you're just joining, say hello in the chat, like Papa Blue. Good to see him. He's always near the top.
Sweet. Papa. Yeah.
I'm going to scroll back to the bottom. So if you're just joining, say hello. Good to see everybody. Hope your week's going good. It's Wednesday. You know what that means.
Ooh, yeah. It's Wolfgang Wednesday. Hump Day.
Yeah. Always good to see you guys on Wednesday to talk Van Halen. A lot to talk about tonight with this Crazy from the Heat EP and everything that happened at the time that it happened, and obviously David Lee Roth leaving Van Halen, shortly thereafter. It's yeah.
Look at him. Look at him on this cover or on the sleeve. Looking like he should be on Madonna's Vogue album.
Yeah, so this was just supposed to be a something to occupy his time while the band recharged from the 1984 tour, right?
Yeah, that was one hell of a tour, man.
But
Jeez.
that's what this album is what Dave said was just for him to pass the time while the band recharged after the tour.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Yeah.
you know, he went with what he knew and loved. You know, he was totally in his element when Diver Down came out. Everybody knows that because he loved doing the cover tunes. You know,
Yeah.
him and Ted.
Well, somewhere along the line, along that time frame, things got messed up.
Yeah.
Okay. And and it shouldn't have been, but it did, and we'll talk more about it as the night goes. But yeah, it's a shame. It was a shocker. But anyway, let's not get too deep into these things right here. Let's bring in our awesome special
Yeah.
guest, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen,
uncage the beast.
the front man for the mighty, awesome North Carolina Van Halen tribute band, my favorite Van Halen tribute band,
Yeah.
Mean Street. Here he is. There's Binny. What's up, bro?
Hey, bro. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, Binny.
See ya.
Glad to be here.
Welcome back to Halenville, brother.
Yeah, good to be here, man. I love you guys' show. Just interested to see what's talked about tonight. You know, it's a big topic. It was a big thing in my life when that all happened. But thank you for having me this evening.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, man.
And hey, I like y'all's t-shirts too.
Come on, we got
Right
it wrapped.
on.
Got
There
it.
it
Got
is.
it. Got
There
it.
it
Got to
is.
fly our colors, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's right.
Wait. But there's more.
there is more. There you
Yeah.
go.
Got to show that side. Come on, that's
Done but
important.
not forgotten. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Never
right.
forgotten.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Right on.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much for these shirts too, brother.
You're
Yeah,
very
dude.
welcome. You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
These shirts are freaking killer. I love it, and I get so many compliments every time I wear it.
Oh wow. Yeah. We sell a lot of them at the shows.
Good.
Really.
I'm great. I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah.
Right
that's
on.
True. That's true.
Let's make this the stage look more at home for you there, Benny.
Yeah.
How about it?
Wow.
There you go.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Thank you very much, guys.
Is that badass or what, chat?
That
Look at
is
shit.
badass.
Look a
That
little
is-
better.
Yeah, man. It makes me feel special.
Makes you feel at home, right?
It makes me feel like like I'm on stage again.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
Right
love
All
it.
that's
on.
missing is couple
Good
of
job,
sax
dude.
and Mitch's drum riser.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll have that set for you next time.
Yeah, might have to put that on the front of a t-shirt sometime.
Ooh,
That definitely pops. It pops.
There's
Yeah.
an idea.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's freaking badass, man.
it is. Yeah,
It's good to see you, bro.
it's good to see the two of you.
How's
Keeping-
things going? How's life treating you?
Life is going very well. The band just had a show at the Palmetto Theater in Walnut Cove
Nice.
2 weeks ago, and the people, it was just a fantastic time. Parents brought some young children too. I brought some kids up on stage with me during the jump song, but the main thing of the night was our drummer had broken the pinky bone in his left hand. So he actually was playing pretty much with one arm. And using a kick snare and just to help him along. He could do some soft touches, but he went in for surgery actually today, and he's going to be down. So we won't be playing again till I think May 20th, but we want him to completely heal. Mitch, I think you're probably watching. We love you, dude. And we want you to just rest up because you are a master, phenomenal drummer, and I want you to, get back to where I know you can be. Which and I know May 20th he'll be on fire again. So it was a great show, and to see our drummer perform, pretty much one-handed and just killing it. It just showed me again just the group of people that I'm involved with are way up here on this level, way up here. So I'm the lucky guy. I'm the lucky.
You got a great band, dude. Jay and Mitch and Trey, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And for everybody who doesn't know, Mitch is a drum instructor as well. So
absolutely,
he's out of work during this time, and it's just like, I know it's paining him so badly, but he is such a phenomenal job. And I got a chance to see video of him doing this performance with one hand. Holy crap! You're right, Ed. Rick Allen style. He nailed it.
Yeah,
but
he did.
Yeah.
Holy crap! He was doing phenomenal.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I knew when he said he was going to do it that he would come completely through. But to see somebody do that just
there's
like
Mitch. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, Mitch.
Look, here he is.
Right on.
Love you, bro. Yeah, get well, brother. I'm glad the surgery went well for you. Hopefully, everything is going to go fast.
I love you, Mitch. Excuse me. Just I mean, Mitch plays, counting like the teaching that he does. He's on the kit 10 hours a day. 10 hours a day. I mean, he's moving those drumsticks 10 hours a day. And believe me, when you see him in person, it shows. It shows. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt that he can play with anybody in the world. Anybody. So yeah, I'm so thankful that he is, had his surgery today and on the mend.
Yeah. Get well soon, Mitch. I'm ready to come see you guys now that I'm healthy.
Mm-hmm. I may even come see you up in Virginia too in July.
Okay. Please do. Please
because
do.
I'm out of San Diego at the end of the month here, beginning of May. And I'm doing the Friends and Family tour cross country, and I'm definitely going to come see you guys. I cannot wait. This is going to be such a great show.
I'm glad you mentioned that show, July 1st in Leesburg, Virginia, 4th of July weekend. It's right outside of Washington, D.C., if you don't know where it is, but it's the Ion Arena, 5,000 seat capacity. There will be Slippery When Wet, the Bon Jovi tribute band from Atlanta, Carpool, a Cars tribute band, and Mean Street Us. And that is going to be a huge show.
That's one hell of a bill, bro.
Yeah. I if you look at those other two bands and what they've been doing, the Slippery When Wet, I mean, they go on the cruises, they do everything, and
thank you, Jay.
That guy from that band is the one that the lead singer Jason Mowry is the one that got in touch with Trey and invited us to. We said, "Do y'all want to play up here with us?" And we're like, "Yeah, we sure do." At an arena of that magnitude, and it's going to get our face and our band out in front of people that don't even have a clue who we are. But they will after we get done. Okay.
Yeah, on.
That's what it's all about. Expand the brand, man.
Yeah. Just keeping this alive. Keeping it alive.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
you're doing it so well.
Thank you.
We're looking to come out and see you here shortly at these dates upcoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm raring to go, man. I'm itching. There's not great concerts overall here this summer, and I'm ready to come see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your date on the 24th? You said in May.
Let's see here. Let me check the calendar. I'm gonna have to let me put my pinkies on for this.
Jay Turner.
Yeah, let's see here.
Come on, Jay, post it quick before he gets to it.
Let's see. We're talking about May 20th. We'll be at the DJ Sky Lounge in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Salisbury. Okay, cool.
And then the 27th of May, we'll be at the Tilted Ladder, which is in Pilot, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that DJ Sky Lounge, that's it's a restaurant bar, and the stage is outdoors, but completely covered. Huge bar. It's a lot of fun. The crowd down there in that area, they come to rock with Van Halen.
Good.
They usually, all the tables are reserved, and everybody is there for one reason. They want to see us do Van Halen some justice, and that's what we try. That's what we do. We try.
Outstanding.
You do. You do.
We try to deliver what they want to see and hear, like we would personally.
You don't try.
Brian.
You do. You do it.
What's
you don't
up,
try
man?
it. You do it.
Thank you.
Every video I've seen of you guys, you freaking nail it.
We got a question for you, Benny, from Ed. Wants to know if you guys consider venturing up New England way.
Absolutely. We'll play pretty much anywhere. You got to get the money right, though. I mean, when you travel that far away, and it's out there. People, we will definitely come to New England. You just get in touch with us, or get us in touch with somebody that owns a venue, or hit us up on Facebook and let us know, and we'll negotiate and try to work it out. We'd be in California right now if somebody asks, here we come.
There's always room for another Van Halen band. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want, a couple of the bands like Atomic Punks, they've been around for years. They were the original, and you got, I think it's Ultimate Unchained or Completely Unchained. You got a few of those that travel all over the place, and I just feel like they need to hear us too. They need to hear us. Those guys are good, but I would really like for the world to see the musicians that I am lined up with. They're incredible.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about, because the way that you guys display the musicianship, it's off the charts.
Thank you. So much.
I cannot say enough about you guys' performances.
Our bass player, it's his. He can sound just like Michael Anthony when he sings the backups with me. If I close my eyes, I feel like I'm on a Van Halen album, because he absolutely nails it. Absolutely. And anybody that ever hears him, says it to be true. And then, of course, our guitar player, because there's only one guitar player in Van Halen. And Trey Childress is, of course, a master guitar player. And, it's really neat when we're playing a show where nobody has ever seen Trey, because it's like their jaw drops once they see how fast he is, and not only the dexterity, incredibly fast, and plays it note for note. I mean, what we do is these guys I play with, they play it as if you're putting the needle down on the album and letting it play. So I am so fortunate, so lucky. And I want to thank you guys again for letting me come on here and pump my band up that I'm with.
No, we love Mean Street, bro. It's great to see you. Great to have you, man.
Thank you. I'm glad, thank y'all for having this show.
Yeah.
I have to ask you a question, though.
Go ahead.
That has to put a big weight on your shoulders, having these guys perform the way they do, at that level of caliber.
But it's also got to add a little bit of making you a little better too.
Oh yeah. Well, what it's like is it's like being in an orchestra. Okay. Trey, the maestro, will say, let's work on these songs, and we'll all gather, together on a Zoom or something and say, yeah, let's do this. And you there, we do not get together and practice. You do your practicing at home. And when you come, I'd say we get together once every 6 to 8 weeks, maybe, at Trey's garage, and maybe just, throw a little small party with friends and shoot through some songs. But other than that, what we do.
We're going to that, Tony. We need one of those.
So what it is for me is you have to be completely prepared because they are prepared. Heavy weight on your shoulders. If I let it can be. But see, I'm having so much fun. It's a lot of fun. But the thing I know is when we get there, like our first show this year, we had not hit a note together in like 2.5 months. And we went into this venue and there was like 400 or 500 people there, and they didn't, most bands get together and rehearse some, but these guys are just, like I say, they're complete professionals. And when you show up, you better be ready or you're going to look stupid. So,
and they know those songs. Those guys know those, and that you guys, the set list is meaty.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh.
It's got everything from the the hits. Of course, we love to play, and you have to play those. But we love to play those. But
we do the deep dives.
We do the deepest cuts. That they have, and they want to delve deeper. So. But it's like for me, I mean, I love singing Hot for Teacher and I'll Wait and Jump, but really my favorites are Somebody Get Me a Doctor, stuff like that. That attitude, that the attitude that song brings right from the riff in the beginning. It's that just it gives me chills all over my body.
Here's a question from Christopher Lapsova. Best known tribute band you've ever opened or closed with?
Best known tribute band you've ever opened or closed. I would say the Slippery When Wet. We opened for them about 2 years ago at a place called the Blind Tiger in it was out in Greensboro, North Carolina. And that's how this gig in Leesburg is why it's happening, because we made such an impression on Jason Mowry from Slippery When Wet that, we got invited to play on this bill. But the thing about that group, I just was watching something on YouTube last night to see, how far along they had come, and that they played at the Super Bowl at those outside stages. Their Bon Jovi tribute band has more hits than any other Bon Jovi tribute band on YouTube in the world.
Right.
In the world, I would say
they are.
The
they
answer
are the
is
preeminent.
Yeah, the answer is Slippery When Wet.
Yeah. They are the preeminent Bon Jovi tribute band. Absolutely.
Oh,
they play nationwide. Yeah.
They're badass, and their guitar player's badass, and they're just nice people. They're just very nice people, and can't wait to see them and at backstage and hang with them. And we'll be taking pictures together.
Up, Tommy?
That kind of thing.
Tom?
Good to see you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Slippery When Wet. They play nationwide. If I recall, they played the Super Bowl where they were playing at MetLife Stadium at the Meadowlands.
They played some huge shows. If you look them up on YouTube, of course, I love Bon Jovi. I grew up on that, but they are playing some of these cruise ships. They've been in the Mediterranean and in the Caribbean more than once, and they're like on the big stage, like you know, the national acts are. They're completely legitimate, and this show with them is going to be it's going to be a game breaker for us. I believe for the you know, it's going to definitely boost the number of people that will know about us, and once that happens, and they see the level of musicianship, then you know.
Yeah, Jay's been telling me about it. Yeah. Right on.
Yeah. If I recall, they've also done the past few Monsters of Rock cruises too.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah. I don't know how many cruises they've been on, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
So this venue, Benny, it's a little arena. It's a 4,000 or 5,000 seat arena, right?
Yeah, it is. It's like
a mini shed.
I would call it a Coliseum annex building, meaning, you know, your Coliseum's holding 40, 50,000 or something like that. And then you've got the arena next to it, like here it is in Winston-Salem, where they have ice hockey games. And then they have the other bands that are, you know, like
I'll be right back.
Mickey Thompson from Starship plays at this, you know, he's scheduled to play at this arena.
Right. So kind of like the Greensboro Coliseum, but they also have the Greensboro Coliseum, the littler one they call the War Memorial. Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Where you can, but you know,
or they used to call it that.
5,000 people is a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
damn right.
So
yes, sir.
Cheers, my friends.
Right on. Cheers, but dude, I'm drinking tea tonight.
But anyway, I want to say thank you to my wife for going and getting that beer for me. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
She's my t-shirt salesman.
Cheers to your wife.
Yeah.
I know she was in the chat last time when you guys were on. So
yeah, she is. I tried to get her to come over and say hello. And honey, you're welcome to come say hello. And but anyway, she is known as the blonde that sells the Mean Street T-shirt. I'm looking for that blonde Mean Street T-shirt sales girl, is what one guy said at one of our videos. Yeah, and it's just cute. She is she's perfect for that part.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of fun, man. We just, I'll tell you guys, I'm living my best life. I have been playing music my whole life, but I am in a group now that the musicianship is just unbelievable, and having so much fun playing the songs that I grew up on and love. You know,
that's the vibe though, right there. And I know Jay's a friend of mine, but dude, you very much captured the vibe. It's the fun that you bring to that great musicianship.
Thank you so much. Thank
you. It's
yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's kind of like David Lee Roth did. I mean, pretty much it's hard not to smile all the time because I'm
exactly.
And I'll tell you, like I said before, when I'm on stage, I'll put my hair. You can't see it right now, but I'm getting chills all over my body right now talking about it. And this is what happens to me on stage. When they kick into something, I'll turn around to Mitch and I'll show him my arm and I'll say, "Look, dude, I love you." And I'll point like this. And I mean, the hair right now, the hair on my arms is standing straight up. And that's what music does to me. If you look it up, there's a certain thing they call it. I don't even know what it is, but somebody told me a small percentage of people in the world, music does that to them. It hits something in your brain that just makes you almost become electrified. And that's what I feel like when I play with these guys. It's like the electricity. It's just like turns a light switch on. And boom.
Exactly. Yeah. Music is always the voice of your soul and your emotions.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the fun that you guys have and the fun that you bring too, dude, it makes it complete.
Good.
Know?
I can't wait.
Really
You know, y'all seen the videos and everything, but I can't wait till we've got you there with us.
Yeah.
You know, we've got you there with us. I mean, I might have to just pull y'all up on stage during jump with me.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go.
Pull you right up there on stage with me and we'll sing into the microphone together during the chorus.
Complete my concert bingo card. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I do that usually at every show. A lot of our fans bring their small, they bring their small kids. I'm talking in ages from 8 to 10, 12, 14, 15 years old. And I always bring them up.
Yeah.
And let them, I give them, it's like I told Trey, because Trey will come over and Jay, Mitch can't because he's behind the kid, but I'll kind of, get beside them and look at them and smile and just the energy. And, after the show, it feels so good because I know that that's something they'll never forget as long as they live. They'll never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something also to put something in a child's mind of music that's fun. Yeah. Music that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plant that seed early.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But dude, you get to go on stage with some guys that can play this music like it should be played.
Amen, brother.
Every time. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. As I was telling you, that our guitar player is just Trey Childress. He plays it just like Eddie played it. To give, to show the respect that needs to. If you can't do it, don't do it. And so he is a master of guitar. He can play it all. He can play Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Edward Van Halen, all of that. And it's just such a joy to be able to stand that close to somebody that can move their fingers that fast. And it looks like it's really not, it's not hard. But it's like he told me, he says, look, if you've been doing this for 35 years, every single day for your entire life, these things happen. But he put the work in, bro. He put the work in.
Monique says it perfectly right there. I say we would die without music. It feeds our souls, and we wouldn't be able to survive without it. Mm-hmm. And I cannot agree with her any more than that. Oh my God, that's such a beautiful statement.
Yeah,
it is. It is. Nice. Live music is my fountain of youth. Yeah, mine too, brother. Mine too, Christopher. It keeps me. This keeps me young. This keeps me young. Absolutely.
Binny, in case you don't know Crystal Live Sova, he attends probably about 200 shows a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traveling, doesn't he?
No, it's all in Detroit, in that area. Saginaw, Detroit.
Well, if he's in Detroit, awesome.
He's a staple at all the small clubs and at the world famous machine shop. He's always there. I mean, he has a pick collection that is to die for, and he is the ultimate concert goer.
Yeah,
and we got to raise it up for him because that man
does. That dude's got a couple of great venues near him, and he does it right. Yep. Lucky dude.
Lucky butt of a sitch.
Yeah,
I guarantee
you. He lives the passion. He lives the dream, and he does it well.
I guarantee you, he has seen some incredible musicians in Detroit.
You have no fucking idea.
That's where it's something.
Name a musician. He's probably seen him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got Kid Rock and Eminem came out of that city. I mean, that it's nothing but
no. Go back further.
Go
Alice
on.
Cooper,
They,
Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels.
Yeah.
Shit.
There you go. There you
Binny,
go. Yeah.
They got that club, the
machine
shop.
Yeah,
they get rock bands in there. I mean, headline acts every week.
That's where we need to play.
Yeah.
That's where I want the machine shop in Christopher. Tell them
just
about
outside of Detroit.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, I'd love to get in there.
Yeah. Get your asses up there, man.
Yeah. Motown. Yes, brother. Motown. I grew up on Motown too. God, I love that music.
Oh yeah. Who didn't?
Yes.
If you didn't love Motown, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly. It's like it's the soul. It's the soul.
Yeah.
Touches the soul.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Let's start talking about why we're here.
All right. So David Lee Roth, Crazy from the Heat.
Yeah. This is what it's all about.
So we all know that hindsight's 2020, and say what you will or about it. But when it came out, we all got it. Every one of us. And and I can say that because it stayed on the charts for like 35 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got two major hits. I mean, you had this and that.
Yeah.
And MTV just shoved it down your throat.
Oh my God. Yes.
Whether you liked it or not. And, Tony, I know we're going to talk about this. New Year's Eve, 1985, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dave was co-hosting the MTV Rocking New Year's Eve, and with Martha Quinn, and he did the unveil for this, didn't he?
Right. Yeah.
I can remember the first time I saw the California Girls video, and here I am, a young guy, and I'm thinking, what a life this individual has. And but his showmanship, his skills of movement, he's a superstar, an absolute charismatic superstar.
Yep. And just the imagination that he had for the video alone.
Yeah.
Aside from, getting these people to do the song. Okay, let's start with the music itself. Okay, here's who we had performing on this song alone, California Girls. Edgar Winter, Eddie Martinez, Willie Weeks. Okay, Edgar was doing synthesizer, Eddie was doing guitar, Willie Weeks on bass, Brian Mann on synthesizer, Sid McGuinness, who everybody knows from the World's Most Dangerous Band from Dave Letterman. He's on drums.
Wow.
Sammy Figueroa on percussion. Dave doing vocals. Carl Wilson doing background vocals. And Christopher Cross.
Wow.
Christopher Cross also did background vocals.
That last one, that's an interesting ad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's why I love listening to you guys. You've got the information, and love it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to, if you're a fan, you got to know the information.
Absolutely.
The album did do quite well, and we all really, at the time now, we accepted it like it was the next damn Van Halen album.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did we not? We did. Every one of us. Can't say that.
I accepted it as a Dave album.
You did.
I knew it was just it was like Van Halen,
not as a
1.5.
Van Halen album, but you accepted it. It had your attention.
Oh yeah, definitely. Come on, anybody who was a Van Halen fan didn't grab this album,
Exactly.
or CD when it first came out, or tape. It was just like you got it because it's Dave,
Yeah.
And then once those videos came out, like, yeah, I gotta listen to the rest of it, And then Coconut Grove and Easy Street. I just love Easy Street because it's just such a cool bluesy tune, and they're all cover tunes. But wow, the way he pulls it off is just off the freaking charts. I just love it.
It's his delivery. It's always to me been his delivery, and when he was in Van Halen in the early years, I mean, of course you got Edward Van Halen, but without David Lee Roth, it just wouldn't have been. I feel like he brought a certain charisma on stage that to me has never been seen since Elvis Presley. I don't know how people feel about that statement, but I've seen
I
him.
tend to agree with that. I tend to agree.
I agree with it too. I can count on this hand.
David Lee Roth, the greatest.
How many performers?
Frontman of all time in my book.
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. When I saw him for the first time down at the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia, when I was probably 17 years old, it's just I was in awe that this person could control a crowd like that just with one or two words, and then his expression. Yeah, he'll just look at you and hold the microphone out, and he just exuded charisma and power and energy. It was the energy he brought, and then you add the Van Halen brothers with Michael Anthony, and you had a chemistry that was unstoppable.
Yes. And that's what made Van Halen the perfect rock band for that time.
Amen.
Precisely because of all that collusion together. Bam.
Absolutely. That chemistry that was brought together, the stars were in alignment, and it happened at the right time. And, it took a lot for that to happen. If you've read any of the books and just looked at what all of them were doing, and from what I recall, pretty much Dave had the PA, and they needed a big PA, and they decided to get him on board. And that's kind of how it went.
That is.
Well, it was actually a little bit before that. He was trying his hardest just to get into the band.
Okay.
Because they were in competing bands. He was with Red Ball Jet, but he was still trying. He's like, I got to work with these guys. And he talks about it in this book. Okay. He talks about it. He was like, that's how I want to succeed, and these guys can do it for me.
Yeah.
And he was right. There was nothing wrong about it. There was nothing evil about it. But it finally happened for him, and he busted his ass to make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, Dave did. Dave knew people. He came from money.
Right.
His dad's a doctor. His dad kicked the bill for a number of things in their world early on.
His father even managed him for a little while, for a short while.
Well, it was they were good for each other. How's that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was the perfect storm.
The perfect puzzle pieces fit together to complete the whole. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect storm.
Yeah, in the way that the Van
Michael
Halen,
B, what's up?
What's up, Michael?
He likes the Elvis DLR comparison too. Spot on. Thanks. The way the Van Halen brothers, what they had to go through when they came over here, not being able to speak English and all of that, and just their whole life was consumed with music. And then of course, David Lee Roth, just the person that he was with the martial arts and all of that, and the skills of movement, and putting that great music together with that movement. I've never seen anything like it since, and probably never will.
Right? No, I doubt you will. I mean, like I said earlier, on this hand, there are that many performers, frontmen, who will make that kind of effect on the stage. Elvis. I would probably put Jim Morrison up there. Dave.
Oh yes.
Freddie Mercury.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still lost on this one.
You've said one name that I might consider, but that's
Who's that?
it.
Which name?
Freddie.
Yeah.
Oh, Freddie. Freddie has always been the frontman of all frontmen.
Oh
of
yeah.
Course. I might throw Robert Plant up there, but that's still up in the air.
Yeah. I remember seeing, since you brought up Jim Morrison, I got to say it. What made me, I knew I could sing when I was 4 or 5 years old because I could sing in tune with the radio my mother was playing. But I saw Jim Morrison for the first time on TV when I was 5 years old on whatever is one of those shows.
Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan. And, I saw this young guy in black leather pants and brown curly hair and just looked like he was having the time of his life. And I said, that is what I want to do. I never forget it. Never forget that.
Yeah, I remember watching it, the one episode where they did Touch Me with the big the horns banging.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
unbelievable.
I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And he had such a huge presence just sitting there singing.
Yes. Yeah, he was one of those special people.
Yeah. Sure. And I'm gonna replace Robert Plant with Mick Jagger. I'm sorry. I'm gonna replace. I gotta put Mick on there.
Yeah.
Well, who is my favorite lead singer of all time might not be others, and at certain times wasn't even the Van Halen brothers, and so when he put that record out, it was literally, as he said, to pass the time while the band recharged after the tour. Okay. There was already that thing going on between Ed and Dave about how long before they should go back out and how long they should stay in the studio, and a year or what, but this was its intent was just for that, but somehow between and him and the Van Halen stage lighting dude, Pete Angelus, and him, Pete ended up doing all Dave's Crazy from the Heat, California Girls, Just a Gigolo, all the videos. Pete Angelus and Dave. They call themselves the Picasso brothers. Then, but he started making those lights. He made the trestles that come down and had the VH and the 84 and stuff on it. But but he did the videos for Dave. But somewhere in that time frame, Dave had left Van Halen. Okay, but he had already told them about this movie plan. Okay.
Yeah.
And they had put that in motion. There was a script, there was a cast, there was a location, all the characters that we see in the music videos, California Girl, Just a Gigolo, they were in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, and they had a location in Mexico, and
Mhm.
the studio pulled the plug on the whole thing and sent them home.
There were also issues with CBS studios at that time too, because they were bleeding money big time.
Well,
So
they
that's one of the reasons why they cut the cord on it.
So they were bleeding money. You mean David Lee Roth and his people were bleeding front money that they had given them?
No, CBS. They were about ready to shut down the studio.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's one reason why everything went south.
Well, so what Dave's intent was to do this movie called Crazy from the Heat and have Van Halen do the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
That was his first intent. But then when he left the band a very, very short time later, he had Nile Rodgers, okay, and doing the music with his new friends. Are you ready for this? His two new friends, Billy Sheehan and Steve Vai. And
Yeah.
this was after he left Van Halen. The movie stuff is still on the table. Okay.
You're right.
So now it's going to be Nile Rodgers directing, Steve Vai, Billy Sheehan a part of this music, and Going Crazy. The song was gonna at that point gonna be the title for the soundtrack for the.
Right, that was going to be the opening song, right?
So, but they pulled the plug on the whole project. But
God, wouldn't it have been great if that actually had happened?
well, a lot of people don't know that. Well, what was this movie like? Well, but
yeah.
Tell us about it, there, Tony.
Yeah. What was the storyline?
We'll do.
Isolate and tell us.
We'll do. I promise you, we'll do a show specific on that movie in the future.
Get ready for. Hang on to your butts, boys and girls. Wait for this. Tell them and show them.
They say these things are rare, but let me show you this. So
yeah, show them. Hang on to your butts, kids.
I gotta take this now. All right. So I took this out for the show tonight, and I got to be careful because
kid gloves, kiddo.
Yeah, I don't have on gloves. I'm not eating Hershey's tonight. But this is a script from the movie
Crazy from the Heat. He's got a copy of the script, honey.
Wow. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
And
that is unbelievable. First one I've ever seen in my life.
I know, me too. Me too.
I've never seen that before.
These things are like shooting script.
It's like a golden unicorn, bro.
You ain't kidding. Goodness gracious.
But it's about it's I guess about 100 pages there. I'll tell the story of it in a moment. I have to be really. I'm not going to pull back I'm going to go in the middle and show you something. How's that? Because I don't want to pull back the first page.
Jesus. This is unbelievable, kids.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
But so yeah.
Damn straight, Tom. Of course he's got the script.
It's got the metal binding.
Yeah.
But I'm
Everybody knows those from the old days.
I'm gonna put this down.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
promise you, we'll do a whole show on that.
You have to.
I promise you.
Mhm.
But
Absolutely.
the story of that is, and this is true, when my kids were very young, I had one time, but it was mid 90s, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was at a yard sale with my wife on a Saturday morning, and that was on the table
At a yard sale.
at a yard
Mhm.
sale.
And where
Wait
was
for
this? Where
in
was this yard sale?
Durham, North Carolina.
Okay.
I don't know, 94, 5, something like that, maybe. But $1.
$1.
$1.
$1. What is that worth
Dude,
today?
Dude,
You have no idea.
look,
Holy
look,
crap.
What
look,
is that worth?
look.
$1.
That was what was written at the top
$1.
when I bought it. Yeah, $1.
You know, somebody paid big money for that.
Tony only paid $1.
I would think. Yeah.
Tony only paid $1 for that thing.
I mean, wow. And you just happened to stop at a yard sale. Did you ask these people how they acquired this?
No, you have to understand this was, I've been a huge Van Halen fan all my life, but
Yeah.
it was a Saturday morning and I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. But then, once I had it and time, I knew I had something, of course.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But no, I mean, at the time, I think I had, you know,
We're going to do a
young
Masterpiece
son.
Theater. That's what we're going to do, TK. We're going to do, we're just going to put you in the big chair like I have here and just like, hello and welcome to Masterpiece Theater. Tonight we're going to do a reading from the Crazy from the Heat script.
But
Chapter
see,
1.
the thing about it is, and I'm not going to give it away here, but I promise you there is going to be a show on the what's inside of it. But it's like any other script. If you read a script from a big exciting movie that you loved or something, just to read it, it doesn't seem like much. You know?
No.
It's not. It hasn't quite come alive yet. It comes alive.
You don't know the actors, or if you were just reading some generic with no name people. It'd be a simple plot, simple start to finish. Little love action in between, little kiss.
And this is Dave we're talking about, though. So it's going to be.
But knowing these character people from these videos and reading that thing, it's different,
Yeah.
So it kind of brings it to life.
That's the thing. Led Zeppelin had Song Remains the Same, which was about the band and everything. I really wish this could have been something for Dave to be able to have got it pulled off.
Well,
that's a perfect analogy. Perfect analogy.
Yeah. All of our history books always tell us that that was a point in time where Dave wanted to be a movie star and he was off and they had to find somebody else, but was it really that way? I mean, there was obviously poor communication between Dave and the band.
Yeah.
Obviously, but could all of that with Van Halen doing the soundtrack and Dave, we all kind of knew Dave anyway. This is nothing, that crazy for him.
No,
It's not.
it's almost expected.
But it would have been very enhancing for the career of Van Halen had they stayed in the band and this came to pass and they made the move. Imagine, dude.
This could have been their movie.
This would have been it would have been their movie. Exactly.
Yes.
And
this would have been just like Led Zeppelin done. And you know how much Van Halen respected Led Zeppelin. Alex especially. Well, Bonham did it this way, so I'm doing it this way.
Yeah.
Zeppelin did it this way, so we're doing it this way. That's why we're staying so under the vest and staying so secretive because Zeppelin worked that way.
Right.
And song remains the same.
Yeah.
Crazy from the Heat. Go figure.
Yeah. Exactly.
It could have, should have, would have.
Yeah, I saw the song remains the same at a midnight special thing at the theater, when I was in high school. And that just, to me, even catapulted Led Zeppelin even bigger among people that didn't really, know about Zeppelin. And then to see that and what, to me, what this movie would have done is, they were already huge. It's not like, but this would have really opened up so many more doors for eternity.
God,
for
absolutely.
eternity.
I was just like you. I used to see it all the time with Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Tony and I were talking about this. Like, this actually could have been a big catapult for them to make them in that level.
Well, but I try to look at things at what happened then and not how me, you, and the world perceives it now, 40 years later. Because then we saw this album as, it was a Dave album, but Dave's in Van Halen and we love Van Halen. So we accepted it openly just the same. And we would have this movie and the movie would have been laughable as far as a movie goes.
Absolutely.
But
Van Halen doing the sound
video.
Look
at the Hot Teacher video.
It would have been iconic here today.
Yes.
It would have been truly iconic.
It would have fit in perfectly with the Hot for Teacher video, and then just been a continuation from there on.
Keith would have on a T-shirt right now that's got the lady with the big lips and the breath.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, you know who that is, right?
Who is that?
That's Jane Leeves from Hot in Cleveland. That's her. That is her.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's her. Just like.
I've got this.
Actually, she's the one. She's the one with the baby.
Yeah.
Not the big lady, but the one with the baby.
Sure. I'll tell you. I've got to say this. When I did see the California Girls video, I knew it was Dave's little side thing and everything, but I did have a moment where I was a little scared there. I was like, well, I don't know about how Eddie's going to feel about this because, you're taking time away. I thought he was taking time away, but I didn't I didn't know that area where that Ed and them wanted to take that much time off, but I got a little scared, like, he's stepping out here doing this and it's successful.
The whole world thought that.
Yeah.
This is very successful. The California Girls video was just blowing up MTV, like you said. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I mean, Dave, because, the thing about being in a rock and roll band is you've got to navigate the egos and the attitudes and trying to keep a balance when you've got people at that level to, that just trying to deal with that ego attitude thing. And that's what they were dealing with was Eddie being, the #1 guitar player in the world. And here you've got the best front man in the world and them trying to, continue to work together. And I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to use this sound engineer. No, I want to use this sound engineer, and it's just, wow,
Well,
yeah.
when in between that album and him leaving, the Van Halens were apparently not happy about the movie thing, or they talked junk about it after the fact.
Yeah. What did they say about that? I mean, do you think they were jealous because he was just stepping out and doing things on his own?
I just think that he presented, he was. They wanted to
excuse me just a minute.
Be in the studio for an extended time, and he was always wanting to be on the go.
But also, I think a lot of things got out of hand afterwards when he did the next video, when he did Just a Gigolo. And he started to spoof on everybody there. He started the whole Dave TV thing, and he was spoofing on Billy Idol, Willie Nelson, Michael Jackson, and Eddie worked with Michael Jackson. So it's just like, really, come on, stop, please. It was a little much, I'm sure, in their eyes.
Well,
everybody loved it. It was humorous as fuck. Okay,
yeah,
because of its humor.
That is the time when he was leaving Van Halen, though.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Whether it was announced and whether the encyclopedia says this or that, he was, they were not happy about everything, but
they just wanted him to stay focused and doing what they're, I guess, you're going to play our game and don't step outside the box.
Well, Eddie did say when he commented about doing the solo and the Michael Jackson song that there was a loose policy that they don't do things outside of the band. So whether or not they disapproved of Dave doing that, but his whole intent was to just occupy himself while they recharged. And that's what, to his credit, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They wanted to take the time, that they had been wanting to after album tour.
Yeah, because even Eddie, when he had just finished, they just finished the tour with Diver Down, the Hide Your Sheep tour. And that's when he got pulled in to do the Michael Jackson thing, because Dave was doing his Jungle Studs thing down in the Amazon. Alex was away at the time, and Mikey, according to Eddie, was off in Disneyland.
Right. Well,
and he said he actually, he said this in multiple interviews. If I could have reached any of them, I would have, to see if I could do this thing. But who's going to even recognize me being on some Black Kids album? That's what he said.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The minute I heard the solo, I said, good God, Eddie is playing with Michael Jackson on this. There was no mistaking it. You knew exactly. It was the sound, the tone, everything. You knew it right away that it was Edward.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I know. And my sister picked the album up immediately because she loved Michael Jackson, period. And then I started listening to it. I'm like, holy shit, that's Eddie. She's like, get the hell out of here. I'm like, no, that's Eddie. Listen to it.
Yeah.
Say it again and again. And she's like, oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
Like, how can it not be Eddie?
Yeah.
How do you know it's not Eddie?
those first few notes that he hit, where he took the vibrato bar down and brought the notes up with that tone, there was nobody could hit a tone like that. Nobody.
Exactly. I know that. Just that one little circle on the album right there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like, holy
that's
crap,
right.
that's Eddie.
That's right.
All right, kids. I'm gonna turn the corner.
Is it time?
I'm gonna turn the corner. And as Dave said, he put out a 4-song EP. He said most songs don't have about 4 songs on them anyway, so he just trimmed off the fat and sold you the hits for less.
Yep.
So, but we are going to get into some. What that means, don't you? What do you think?
Yeah, it's time.
Is it time?
Do it. It's time. Drop it.
All right.
Drop it like it's hot.
We're going to run some nearly impossible Van Halen trivia for you. We're going to give you, here's your prizes for tonight, among some cool guitar picks, I'm sure, that I'll include. But a David Lee Roth backstage pass and a 1971 D quarter.
Wow.
If you are the winner, let me put the stage lights back up appropriately. There you go. All right. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, this is Nearly Impossible Van Halen trivia. We do this every Wednesday.
Hey, Binny, you notice the color of that pass? It matches your glasses.
It does.
I love it.
That's why it's pink tonight.
I love it.
Damn Skippy, bro. Damn Skippy.
Look here. My friends they call them my pinkies.
Your pinkies.
Right,
there you go, brother.
Yeah. You gotta be a showboater if you're gonna front a Van Halen tribute band.
That's right.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A.
That's right. So kids, if you are the winner tonight, there is a trivia winner's email down in the description. You'll find it near the top. Email me your name and address. I'll mail that stuff out to you tomorrow. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you'll get one of these.
Nice.
And you'll probably get one of these.
We got some strong horses
maybe even
in
one
the
of
chat. These guys are good. They know their Van Halen. I try to write these hard. Sometimes I win, but I really want you guys to win. But I make them as hard as I can. Sometimes I do win because I'm trying to make them hard.
Everybody here is too damn good, though.
I know.
But you did stump them last week.
I did. I got them all last week, Benny.
What was it? Tell me. What was the question last week?
What was the question, Keith?
It was actually about Dave's great-grandmother.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
His great-grandmother's nickname.
What was her nickname? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was Big Grandma.
Yeah. I knew it was hard, but I thought somebody knew it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It's in the book.
Yeah, it is.
It's in the book.
In the book.
Mm-hmm. He refers to her many times.
And what did he say about his grandmother?
He said nice things about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hard-working grandmother. You know, she was Russian, so she came across, from over Russia. So she lived a hard life and she worked hard, just like her great-grandfather did, and her their grandparents as well. You know,
he mentions her a couple, 2-3 times in the book, Crazy from. And as far as the Van Halen books, I know a lot of you guys read it. We all got all the Van Halen books. Crazy from the Heat is a fantastic read. It is.
Yes.
You know, it is.
And I have to thank you, Tony, for this. Okay.
Yeah, I had an
Tony-
extra
Tony
copy. I didn't realize I did.
I had the original when I first got it, and I lost it years ago when I first moved. And I'm rereading this, and I'm just like, thank you, Tony, for reinvigorating my love for this book.
That's
Because
the hardback, right? Look
no,
at that.
this is the paperback. This is the paperback.
Yeah, his is the hardback, I guess.
Yeah. I had the hard
Wasn't
copy,
that a bestseller?
Yes, it was. Yeah, for I believe like 11 weeks.
It's a great read, man. I mean, it's one of those books that, you know, like you'll take something to the beach to read that you've already read. You just want to read it twice, you know. This is the book. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you always want to bring that poolside, and it'll if you're single, bring this book because it'll always attract the girls. Like, oh, really? What's that book about?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the back of it. It's got him with 2 midgets.
I love that. I love that.
Hey, you can't say that.
Yeah, I can because I am one.
I'm kidding.
I'm 5'3". I'm pretty damn close. I'm just above the cut line. But yeah, anybody who doesn't have this book, find it and get it. Okay, this is one of your pillars that you want to read. Okay, you know all the books that I keep telling you have to get. This is one of them. All right.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun read. I mean, and Dave describes it himself. You know, he rambles. He tends to ramble a bit in the book, but in a Dave kind of way.
Tens.
Yeah, right.
His word during a video interview. Well, I mean, a reviewer said it tends to ramble. Tens.
Yeah, we've seen that. We've all seen that.
All it is one rambling after another, and that's the beauty of Dave.
That is something. That's a gift that he had, and let me tell you that trying to replicate his spiel on stage and give that delivery, it's an art form because you can know all. You know, our bass player Jay sent me a full page of just nothing but the top statements that he said, you know, during shows and stuff. But I can memorize those statements, and it's a key part exactly when you can say them and when you can't. And the crowd's got to be in the right frame of mind to receive it. It's all about the delivery and the perception. Because if you say it at the wrong time, it's not received the way he just could do it off the cuff. He's a special person.
I don't think it was off the cuff, any of it. It was all timed out perfectly because he was all about precision, and he made sure that he wanted everything rehearsed perfectly before they even went out on stage.
I love it.
He was like that. You know, even I forgot the fucking words was perfectly placed.
Yes. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was his thing. He knew it.
Yeah.
All right, kids.
Let's do trivia.
Friends in the chat are waiting patiently with their sweaty palms on their keyboards. So
and bated breath.
All right. So nearly impossible Van Halen trivia for April the 12th. You ready? Get ready to type. First correct answer is the winner. Let me see what the answer is.
Yeah, Jay, go pee now, because you're not part of this. You're exempt. Hey, Silva, right here.
This is not a Mean Street based question.
No,
if your curiosity is peeking. All right, here we go. You ready? All right, boom. David Lee Roth titled his 1985 EP Crazy from the Heat after he saw this.
Mm-hmm. Come on. I told you guys, you got to get your thinking caps on.
It's a good one.
It's a really good one. Really good. Ha! No silver. Nice try, lawnmower tapes. No.
All righty.
This may leave him stumped again. Oh,
Yeah,
look at Andy. No. Andy, no.
You'll find it on page 420 of Crazy from
Don't
No,
do
it's
that.
not. It's not.
not on page 420. Come on.
I made this. I wrote this question off the cuff, dude.
Oh, page 420.
Yeah, everybody's
It's
like,
not.
wait a
It's
second.
not.
There's not a page 420 here.
I know. It's only 210 pages.
Yeah. Well, the hard copy is.
All right. They may not get it this week, Keith.
Yeah, again.
Is this going to be 2 weeks in a row?
It just may be. But I will say it is just under 420.
I do have.
Under 420 pages.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It? I do have a backup question.
No. We will save that one for another time because that is a great question as well.
There
we have
it
a
is.
ton of them.
We have a winner in.
There you go, Jay. Holy crap. Wait, did I say he was exempt?
He got it, bro.
He's exempt, though, isn't he?
He's not exempt. He is certainly not exempt, and maybe him winning tonight is kind of fitting. Jay Turner, you are the winner, bro.
You go, mad scientist. That's what I call him, Jay Turner.
He is. He's a madman.
That's my engineer right there. That's my mad scientist.
All right, there is your answer. He titled it this after seeing an early 1930s Warner Brothers cartoon about two mice on a beach who were going crazy from the heat.
Yep.
Wow. You go, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all of that started to spawn off Disney. That's where Mickey Mouse came from.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Love some
Steamboat.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie came from that. And Mickey Mouse.
Congratulations. Jay is the winner. Boom.
Yeah.
The place I play with.
I didn't think anybody was going to get that one.
Yeah, I know. I thought they would have gotten last week's further or better than this one.
Well, next week's might be a little easier, you think?
Mm-mm.
Patty's calling him the mad scientist now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
got a new name.
About 6 months ago. He laughs. And when I say it to him, I use it with a lift. I think you're the mad scientist. And he just laughs, but he's that smart. He's that smart.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the guys that I play with, they're just super smart.
Yeah.
Super smart.
He's the Rain Man of the group.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's a Rain Man. There's no question.
Speaking of Jay Turner, if you guys, and I hope you go there, it's a lot of cool stuff there. But if you go to the Halenville Live Facebook fan page, up near the top, you'll find from your gig 2 weeks ago, you'll find the bass solo, the Jay Turner bass solo on the Halenville Live page. So go check it out.
Oh my God.
Which is absolutely kick ass.
Yeah.
Binny.
Jay, he does it, man. He does it. And, you know, I've never seen, I'll have to say this, I've never seen any other Van Halen tribute band have their bass player come out and do the bass solo. And maybe they do. I might have missed it. But Jay comes out and it's jaw dropping. He's got it. He works hard and he performs it well. He gives it the respect that it deserves.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He does.
You also need to post video of Mitch doing that performance stuff.
Well,
that is off the freaking chart.
What we did notice, though, you know, with a broken hand, there's a part, a drum part in, I guess, Sunday afternoon in the park. And you can see Mitch, and he does the roll. He doesn't do the roll. He does it with one hand.
Yeah.
One-handed. Yes.
Yeah.
And you got to think, you know, Rick Allen from Def Leppard, he worked on it a while. He worked on it a while. And here, our drummer breaks his hand, and within like a week, he's playing with one hand. Just like his mind is that sharp. And, you know, and to be able to see somebody do that in front of you, a human being that can just, like, you know, play their entire life the way he has, and then have to play with one arm and pull it off. I mean, you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell.
He's got the skill set. Yeah, it's
they got up in the band.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you get to front him.
Oh gosh, man.
He gets to stare at your ass all damn night.
Ah, Lord, he does. Well, I turn around and shoot him this side all the time.
Good.
We'll be rocking. I'm just like this, man. Here, I love you.
Good. Do so.
But dude, you're in a band that I know all four of you guys think the same thing. Like, oh shit, they're so good. I gotta pull my weight here, you know. So they all, dude, every person in this band, you guys to me are the perfect Van Halen tribute band.
Thank you.
But they're also sitting there saying, I can't believe I'm hanging here with these three guys, you know, and these three guys are freaking, you know, they feel like these three guys are carrying them.
Yeah. Right.
And they elevate each other. It's such a great synergy with all four of you.
But the vibe that you guys put out, and go check out Mean Street site there, and the vibe, it's just like it was in Van Halen, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's you guys, the sound, but that's the icing on the cake with that band there. And what
you're all being a bunch of freaking goofballs too.
You bring that true vibe. You have fun, just like you said tonight.
Absolutely.
You know? And that's the key. That's the key to it.
Yeah. Like I say, I am living my best life. Never thought, you know, I'd played in bands my whole entire life, and never thought that it would be like this, you know, at this
Living
age.
the dream, brother. Living the dream.
Yeah. Look, shout out to Sidekick Drums for getting me a snare basket for my foot in 2 days. Yeah, Mitch didn't have the snare basket that he needed, and he hit them up like on Monday, you know.
Nice.
And like Wednesday at 10 or 11 o'clock, I think that's the story, Mitch. He told me at the Palmetto Theater, in less than 2 days, they said, oh, hell yeah, dude, we got you. And, you know, Bingo. Boom. There it was. There it was.
Right on. Nice.
Unbelievable. That is so badass.
Cool.
I mean, just the fact that he can pull that off.
Yeah.
And today I was sitting there, you know, thumbing through some stuff, and I saw on YouTube a clip about a new pedal that was put out, a single pedal for a double kick that locks and unlocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you lock it on one side of the pedal, then you unlock it on the other, but you can still work the one single pedal.
Yeah.
So it'll just like double tap for you.
Exactly.
It's bizarre.
Yeah. You still got to have the foot to be able to move it that way.
Exactly. You still gotta have that. Yes.
Yeah. You know, that like I say, he plays 10 hours a day, 10 hours a day. And it shows when he does his solo. I go backstage. First thing I do is go use the restroom. I run to the bathroom. Then I come back, of course, because I've had 2 or 3 beers and it's running right through me. So I'll run back, go to the bathroom, and then I get to catch the last half of the solo, which in the bathroom and backstage, I'm hearing the solo and the crowd just going effing crazy. And then I come out and stand, back and just to watch him move. And at the end of the solo is when he really cuts loose. He cuts loose and his arms are moving. They're moving so fast. It's almost like a Bruce Lee effect. It's moving so fast the camera can't catch it. And that's when he's hitting the drums, the cymbals, just doing his triplets and whatever it is that he does. It's just, and then of course the crowd, excuse me. You see what he's saying. He tried it at the NAMM show, and he's not a fan of what you were talking about, Keith. That double kick, single pedal.
Yeah.
He usually goes to the. I don't know if a lot of the people watching know, but the NAMM show is the National Association of Music Merchants, and a lot of
this weekend.
Yeah, all of the people that build music products is their showcase, and then you've got rock stars. Gene Simmons is there. I mean, everybody's usually there. Eddie's been there, and of course Mitch Hull. Mitch Hull's there too.
The great Mitch Hull.
I know that Mitch. I think he's sponsored by Sabian Cymbals.
Cool.
I know he wants to. I know I think yeah. So he's at that level. He's at that level, and he showed it. He showed it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hooking up. Me coming out. Maybe we can do a live stream, remote on site soon.
That would be killer.
Yeah, get some Mean Street Live. That's right.
If we do that, I may be there, so you won't even need a freaking selfie stick.
Yeah, that's right. I love it. And well, we've got to have you there, man. It's a team thing.
Hell yeah.
Well, see, Keith over here, he's in San Diego, Benny, but he's about to move to North Carolina.
Yeah, I know the whole story. He's he's only going to
get his butt here.
Yeah, he's going to be about 45 minutes from where I live.
That's right.
Cut down through the woods and hit 85, and I'll be right now in Keith's territory. We can.
I'll be parking at your house while I go house hunting.
You can. You're very welcome to come here, and I'll drive you down there.
Oh, I've already got family down there, so it's not even an issue. So.
Okay, I didn't think it would be, but
he'll bring the RV. It'll be like having Cousin Eddie.
God, Cousin Eddie coming.
That's
Cousin Eddie right there.
Are you going to pour water out my
He'll wear his white shoes too. Promise.
Yeah.
I love it, Cousin Eddie.
With the butt-ass ugly leisure suit. Yeah. And the white beater underneath it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Shitter's full.
Yeah. So guys, go check out Mean Street on their sites.
Thank you, Patty Dill.
Yeah, you'll find their sites on Facebook. You'll find them down in the links. You'll find it after the show. I hadn't put it in there yet, but you'll find it here after the show. Yeah. Please support Mean Street. If you're in the Winston-Salem, North Carolina area, in between Greensboro and Charlotte.
Yeah.
Come out and see Mean Street. Hopefully they'll be all over the place, and a lot of you can go see them.
Yeah. If you live in Leesburg, Virginia, or Washington, D.C., anywhere in that area, July 1st, come see a great lineup. A great lineup at the Ion Arena.
Now, whether we're at the show there or not, we will. That's huge in the Mean Street world, and we will be covering it pre and post. So
thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
I really wish y'all could just be there.
I know, me too.
We do a live stream from there. Now
that'd be awesome.
That would be.
Keith, you're muted, bro.
I just may make that happen.
Yeah, seriously, that if you were going to come to a Van Halen tribute show, that one it's going to be for 60 minutes, and we're going to take our 2-hour set and condense it into nothing but high energy. The whole thing's high energy, but condense it into 1 hour. And
then on top of that, you have the cars.
The carpool, look, and
the carpool, and
Slippery When Wet, yeah. The Bon Jovi tribute band. Both of those groups, great groups. I'd never heard of Carpool, so my wife and I looked them up on YouTube. They've got videos plastered everywhere with thousands of hits, thousands of views, thousands. And listen, to look at them and listen to them, you would think you're listening to the Cars. And I love the Cars. I love them from back then. I love the Cars. I just love music, period. But they are, I can't wait. I can't wait to meet those guys. I can't wait to meet them, you know?
And anybody who grew up in the 70s and 80s, they're going to love that show.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No question.
And even the kids today, you know, if they go to that show, it's going to be a freaking phenomenal. And their heads
you can't help but you can't help but like that music. I mean, the sound, the keyboards that they used, the guitar player, you know, just all of it. Just the arrangement. You know, they were different. They were different and they were great. But these guys, Carpool, they're very, very good. Very good.
Know what I want to do?
Tell me.
I want to catch live. I want to catch a Jay Turner Mean Street guitar pick.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, now you're talking special.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. From the mad scientist himself.
Yeah.
Midair.
Look at him, Jay. Yeah. I love it, man. I'm telling you. He is.
But you're going to have to contend with the crowd. You know, you're going to be in the pit.
I'm sure Jay will throw it right at you. You got to catch it, though.
Mitch, good to see you, dude.
Mitch.
Right on.
Love
Get
you,
well, brother.
Love you, brother.
The great Mitch Hull.
Get well, okay?
Take care.
Get well. Love you, brother.
Yes. Get well quick, and can't wait to see you back out there. Yeah. And I will see you this summer, bro. I can't wait to meet you. There you go. Yeah, they're the boys.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else, Keith, about this record?
I think he bounced off for a minute.
I know. He must.
Here
There
he
he is.
comes.
You got anything else you want to say about this?
Well, let's see. Does anybody have any preference on Coconut Grove? Because that's just like totally romantic for the girls. I have to say that. And everybody knows the two big ones, obviously. You know,
Yes.
California Girls and Just a Gigolo. I mean, the way he spoofed on that video was off the charts. And, you know, the introduction of the Picasso brothers, flat out.
Every time I hear that song, that last song, Coconut Grove,
Yep.
the only thing that comes to mind is a lot of margaritas, a lot of sand in the wrong places, you know, a lot of
Bingo.
sand in your mouth. You think it's margarita. So that's what that song reminds me of. Those days in
Yeah.
1980. I spent a lot of time
Exactly.
at the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, that's snuggling with a girl on the beach towel song right there, easily. You know, at night with the stars above you, and just listen to the ocean. I mean, it says it all in the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those moments where you listen to it and you just get lost in the lyrics.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that song so much.
Makes me think of pina coladas.
Yeah. Dave was so smart on picking the right songs for that album.
Yeah.
He was so great.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
so smart.
What I think is, you know, I mean, yeah, it's not a. I mean, Dave got so much grief over those songs, you know, ripping this off, and then, but when he put the record out to start with, he had to, just like you said earlier, that is he leaving Van Halen? He's got this new album, great, and
Scary moment.
he had to sit there and answer the world's question. Everybody asked him that, so he's trying to promote the album, but he's having to dodge those questions too.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Plus, he was also getting pulled by Warner Brothers and pulled by CBS because they wanted to to make a movie out of it. So the movie script was being built, and it was just like everything was happening so quickly that time.
Well,
and then there are the brothers, of course. Like,
yes,
what the fuck?
Exactly.
Well, they I don't think, my personal take on that is what we heard out of them saying Dave just wanted to run off and be a movie star and all that.
Yeah.
I just think that that's them coming back after the fact. They had some sort of thing and they parted ways,
Yeah.
and he said this and he said that, and there's a lot of that, but that he left Van Halen shortly after that. While that was happening, the videos were coming out. Van Halen was coming unglued.
They were.
They were coming, and they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. They should have let Dave do his crazy shit. It would have helped the popularity of the band. Everybody bought Crazy from the Heat, stayed on the charts for 2 years. I mean a year. Yeah. I mean, right. So, but
it was a sad day. It was a sad day, and I'll say that I love Sammy Hagar, but I love Sammy Hagar doing Sammy Hagar stuff. back from Montrose and Bad Motor Scooter, all the way to all of his personal stuff that he's done. Great singer, but the attitude was gone. The attitude was gone when
Right.
when
It
Dave
was.
was not in the band. The Van Halen real attitude that we feel is
The
Van
vibe.
Halen. Yeah, well, people say, do y'all do any of the Hagar tunes? Well, we could, but we tell them flat out, that's not Van Halen. That's Van Hagar. That's not Van Halen to us. That's not Van Halen. And you know as well as I do that Van Halen is all about the attitude, the delivery, and
it always has been. Yeah.
When Hagar got with the band, that vibe changed. Did they do well? Yes. Did we know they'd do well? We knew they'd do well. We knew they would, because you got Sammy Hagar and Eddie Van Halen together, but it was never the same. Never the same. Taking nothing away from Sammy Hagar. But David Lee Roth is the ultimate frontman.
He is
the ultimate frontman,
and he was the ultimate, like that. But in Van Halen, he was the perfect front man.
Absolutely.
Take care, Tom.
Perfect. See you, Tommy.
Love you, bro.
Perfect front man
for
them, and it a lot. It's easy to look back, but I like to look at how things went down at the time in real time.
Right.
And, a lot of the things, they had then Eddie started winning the best guitar player awards early on, 81. But
earlier than that,
but
80.
Right. But the point is that when it was happening, the excitement that came from Van Halen and what really put them on the map and got your attention, my attention at the time, started with David Lee Roth.
Absolutely.
And
no question.
There's one other thing that nobody else thinks about, though. On top, after this all hit the fan and this album came out, what did Eddie do immediately afterwards? The Wildlife. He did the soundtrack for that because he had the studio, and he was just like, okay, they want me to do this. Okay, Dave's doing his thing, so I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And that happened. That happened right then and there at the same time.
Yeah.
And that was all before Sammy happened, before he even came into the woodwork.
Okay.
Well, it shouldn't have happened, and even Ted talks about it in his book, in Ted Templeman's book, that something to the effect, if they'd have given him a couple more weeks, he would have come back, he thought.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But it all happened, and the history of it all, and the car in the shop, and Eddie, you look bummed. Why don't you call Sammy?
He had his Lamborghini in the shop.
Right.
And Sammy had his Ferrari in there. Yeah.
But the point is, it played out the way that it did, and Ted said that he thought he'd give him a couple more weeks and he'd have been back. But just imagine the music that they would have created together. We hear 5150 and we hear EatEm&Smile, and I mean, good night, man.
I know.
Yeah.
And the songs that Eddie had drawn up already for, like, he had Good Enough, and what else did he have? He had like 3 or 4 songs already pulled up, for Dave. And he said they had demos also. They had worked on them in 5150, the studio. So who knows? who knows where those are and what those sound like. Holy crap.
I know.
You know?
They're
I'd like to find those.
probably rough, not worked on. Yeah, and probably
Still, just to get a rough demo. Holy crap. You know, but
Yeah.
that's all speculative.
Yeah.
But,
it's probably
Yeah.
sitting among a gazillion other unmarked.
yeah, it's on the top left of the shelf.
Yeah.
Wolfgang's got all that in his library at home, I bet you. There's
Yeah.
no telling how much music his dad left him to enjoy that nobody might not ever hear. Not ever hear. Just imagine being that kid growing up like that. Goodness.
Oh yeah.
Almighty.
This past week, he's been doing a lot of live casts on Instagram.
Has
Yesterday
he?
and-
What does he
Yeah,
say?
yesterday. Oh, he's been like signing his inserts for the album and just answering questions at the same time. And he was also doing music tutorials, which was so damn cool. He's like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis. It's so much fun. With you guys.
He just seems so down to earth, man.
He is.
So I've got a tough question for you, Benny. I see Jay's in the chat, and Jay knows nothing about this prior, but I'm gonna ask you this.
Go ahead.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So Trey calls you up
Yeah.
and says something like, "Hey, buddy, we're going to add a couple of David Lee Roth solo songs to the mix, something like Yankee Rose or Going Crazy."
Yeah.
Ooh.
What do you think of that?
Oh, I'm completely down. Actually, it's funny you asked that question because there was like an all-star show at this huge venue in Winston-Salem called the Ramcat. And when Trey and I first met, we had known each other personally maybe about 6 months, and they asked him to play, and the song Yankee Rose came up. And of course, he called me up and said, "Benny, I want you to come sing Yankee Rose at the Ramcat with me." And the crazier about this, my cousin Kim King was in the background playing rhythm guitar. So I sang Yankee Rose with Trey Childress before Mean Street was ever formed.
Wow.
So he and I can knock that one with Mean Street out of the park.
Right on.
Yeah. And what fun we had. And to have my cousin Kim, you know, on stage with me and Trey. And, you know, Kim is a great guitar player and everything. Great, you know, just has a great ear. But, you know, Trey is a guitar hero around our part. I mean, you know, when you take somebody at that level where we live, he is like he's a guitar hero. I don't know, you know, I know how people feel about him because the guys come to see him do his thing. And Kim said, man, he said, you know, I'm up there playing with Trey Childress. Of course, all he had to play was backup rhythm, but he's just like, you know,
he's
guy.
The man. That dude's got a bunch of guitars. He doesn't have a couple of each like the rest of us. He's got a dozen Les Pauls and a dozen Strats and a dozen.
He's got his music room upstairs in his loft in his house, which if we, you know, we sometimes we'll go out and do a little drinking and then we'll end up at his house upstairs, you know, just jamming, dude. And just, there's an array of guitars to choose from. He's got a diesel amp. He's got a couple different amps and just fun times, man. Like I said, I'm living my best life, bro. And I want y'all in Leesburg, Virginia with us, because that's when I will really lay it down.
Are you gonna open up with doing some Yankee Rose shit or what?
Oh God. I kind of doubt
not open up, but still.
It's gonna be, you know, we're only doing 60 seconds, so we've got to do 60 seconds. We're doing 60 minutes. And so we will be doing a concise, the hits and a lot of different. Well,
Yankee Rose.
Metalhead Hippie, what's up? Good to see you, man.
Yeah. What's up, Hippie?
We could do it. We could do it. I mean, there's no question. I've already done it with Trey and some other musicians.
So y'all, so your normal set list is 2 hours though. So you're having to narrow it down to half. How you gonna do that?
You can't even imagine. That is such a hard thing to do because every song is so good, and every time we drop one out, we're just like it's a stab, every time we drop one out, just can't. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we've got to start doing it. I want to start doing it now, and because by the time a week before, Trey will probably come up and say, well, let's change this. And we will.
What do you do? Because dude, the Mitch's solo is incredible.
Yeah.
Jay's solo is incredible. Trey, dude, do you cut the solos out?
I don't want to cut any of the solos out. I don't want to cut it. I think that we need to do all of the big hits, from Jamie's Crying to Hot for Teacher, I'll Wait, those kinds of things, and Jump, of course.
I think you might actually have to cut Jamie's Crying and I'll Wait.
Yeah.
Because they got so many more you have to play.
They do. And if y'all have any ideas, please share them with us. Please share them with us. Tell me if you had one hour.
Trey's got to have his solo. Trey has to have his solo.
Oh, yeah. Trey's going to do his solo. That is, it's Edward Van Halen. You've got to do that.
You have to do his tribute. Yeah.
But I really want the crowd to see the musicianship. I want Mitch to do his solo, and I want Jay to do his solo.
That's why you need a diverse pan across all the albums. You need to have, Running with the Devil, I'm the One, from album 2. Let's see. Somebody Get Me a Doctor.
Yes.
Beautiful Girls.
Yeah. Love that one. I love singing that one. Yeah.
Third album, Romeo Delight.
Yeah.
Everybody Wants Some.
Yeah. We usually open up, a lot of times we open up with Romeo. And but go ahead.
Oh, you got to open. Always got to open with Romeo. Always.
Yeah.
That's my all-time favorite song. Period.
Yeah.
Of all music.
And we open up with that one quite often.
I mean, it's tough to. Even if you play just nothing but songs the whole time, it's only 12 or 13 songs.
I know, dude, and it's gonna be so hard to figure.
You got to compress them down.
Yeah. It's gonna be the hardest thing about that show for us will be picking the songs that we want to play, and we've got to play. We have to play Jump. We have to play Hot for Teacher, which we love those. We have to do those. And I truly believe we got to do I'll Wait. I mean, I'll Wait was a big one, You
might have to drop that in lieu of Panama.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, usually what we do is I'll Wait, Panama, Jump, and Hot for Teacher. That's 4, right?
You might have to drop I'll Wait.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they say. I mean, I'll let them.
Then you got Fair Warning. You got Mean Street.
Oh yeah, we got to do Mean Street. Got to do
Unchained.
Yeah,
and then you got to dive it down. You got to do Pretty Woman.
See what I'm saying? You see how hard that's going to be?
Yeah.
It's gonna
no, it's not hard at all. Jay comes in and Jay says, "Benny, you sing this or you're out." No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you can't play with two bands either.
I will sing anything they want me to sing because I love them all, brother. I love them all.
But it's all about what's on the clock. How much time do you have?
That's exactly right.
That's the thing. You have an hour to play. And
Yeah.
you can't pull that all off in an hour.
We
So,
can't.
you can probably do one off of each album, maybe one.
Yeah. You know what would
and then have the solo.
What would really be cool, and I haven't even mentioned this to the guys, but if we could melt a couple songs together, start with one, and then go straight into
like
another
a medley.
A medley.
Yeah. Like string two or three songs into like a song's worth.
Do an album medley.
Yeah, we show them we got this, we got this, we got this. You know, a medley.
Didn't you guys make the promo video like that already?
That was we edited. Trey's son is a videographer, and so
it was edited. It seems like you were playing a medley.
Yeah, well, that's what we wanted it to seem like. So, so that if we could create something like that, but God, it's such a. That's the thing. Like I say, it's the hardest thing that's going to be. So excited about the show, but then to have to choose,
I know.
I wish I could. I wish we could
put an hour.
I wish we could. Excuse me. Put out a questionnaire that if you could hear 60 minutes of Van Halen songs, write down the 12 or 13 songs you want to hear.
Why don't you put a questionnaire up on?
Do it now
on your
Main Street thing. Yes,
Main Street page.
Yeah. I think that's something we might try. At least try it and see what kind of.
Ask your fans. That's right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've already given you my my choices,
and I love what you've thrown out there because it made me think of the medley thing.
Well, I vote for, if you're going to ask me.
I'm asking.
I'm going to tell you.
I'm asking. No, I'm asking. Please help us.
I vote for, even if you shorten them slightly or to whatever, it's Van Halen and you got to keep the solos now.
Yeah. Have to. And that's part of the show. That's part of the show. Even if you even if they have to shorten their solos, got to do the solos. That's just a given. That's Van.
Here's another question though. Would you include? Do you do Ice Cream Man?
Absolutely, brother. We're going to do Ice Cream Man, but I don't know because that takes more time because
and you like to do it the right way.
They have to bring the acoustic guitar out to me. That takes time. Then I have to go through a little spill before. Then I go through the drawn out beginning of Ice Cream Man. But now when we get rolling, it's rolling. And I would almost say, we got to do that too. So it's going to be exciting to see.
So it's going to take a song away from one of the other songs.
Yeah. Some of the songs are just, and we go through this with a 2-hour show.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. With those bands that day, where do you appear? Are you first?
I don't know. I think we're first. Where it shows the lineup, we're last, but I think we're first. And
that means, okay.
And because this is our biggest show to date. There's
you don't want to piss anybody off, but you'd like to milk the time a little.
We don't want to come in and headline when you've got Slippery when Wet has been doing this for
Van Halen's done it before though
for years, bro.
Well, maybe the crowd will. Maybe the crowd will make y'all come back out there.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. Playing first, I really love to do in a situation like this because we get to come out and blow the crowd away, and then we get to go back and enjoy the rest of the show.
And the rest of them got to measure up, though. In the meantime,
we'll just it's going to be fun. It's going to
be on, bro.
And listen, I want to thank y'all.
Ice Cream Man. You got to do Ice Cream Man though. Yeah, Monique agrees. You got to do Ice Cream Man.
All right, I'll tell them.
You got to do it. You got to have it. It's a mainstay. You know,
Yeah,
you got to
absolutely.
have that. You got to have Eruption. You got to have Panama. You got to have Proper Teacher. You got to have Running with the Devil. You got to have Everybody Wants Some.
Yeah,
I've seen in instances where, and more so, I think a lot of country artists, but who's made medleys of theirs because they just got so many hits that they can't
so
do
hard
them
to
all
do,
in one show.
Yeah.
Chesney did it one year.
You're going to turn it into a Super Bowl show.
Medley, right?
Yeah.
Just to include the tunes in the show, you know.
Yeah.
There you go, Ed. Ed's got the right idea. Throw Ice Cream Man together with Stay Frosty.
With what? Stay Frosty.
Stay Frosty.
Yeah, we've talked about doing Stay Frosty too. I mean, it's
but yeah, it's going to be like a Super Bowl show.
Yeah,
you know, it's going to be like a halftime show.
It is. I'm you know, it being 4th of July weekend, and then Jay was talking to some people. You know, he is a computer engineer, and he was talking to some young people that live up there because they had some computer issues, and he, you know, Jay said, we're coming up there to play. And he said, man, they have a lot of tribute bands up here. So this is a normal thing for them. This is what they love up there. So we're getting ready to go into a demographic area where these people are yearning for this kind of thing. And it's, you know, we're going to go.
I've got family that lives up there too. They live up in Chesterfield.
Okay.
So just right outside Richmond. So
yeah.
You know, I definitely want to go visit them, and I'm going to go see you guys for this show.
Yeah, cool.
I'm so down for this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, listen, I am going to have to cut out.
We're going to wind things down too, Benny.
Yeah, listen, I want to tell both of you, thank you so much for what you do here with this podcast and keeping this this Van Halen thing alive and letting us all enjoy the you know, what you have to say and what you bring to the table for what's going on, you know, with Van Halen and what went on and helping tribute bands like ours get exposed. This is exposure for us, and we're very thankful. Okay?
It's our pleasure, dude. It's
our absolutely.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, all you people out there, these two guys are kicking ass, and they're our favorite people. Okay. And I want everybody to have a great week, and look us up on Facebook under Mean Street, North Carolina's Van Halen Tribute Band. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There they are. Yep.
Yep.
Right on. Thanks for being here too, Benny.
Absolutely. You're very welcome, brother. Anytime, give me a call.
Anytime, brother. That's
cheers,
right.
my friends. I will talk to you later. Okay.
We'll see you soon.
Be good, Binny.
Amen. Amen.
We'll
brother.
see you soon, brother.
Okay, I'll see you.
All right, bro.
Cheers.
See you, Benny. All right.
Holy crap. This is great.
Nice.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great
Binny
Orrell. Right on. Main Street front man.
Yeah. He knows how to do a mic drop. He's good to go.
Yeah. He definitely has the Dave vibe on stage, and you spend 5 minutes with him, you know he's the perfect guy, you know.
Oh yeah,
He's
5 minutes, you're in love with him already.
Yeah, dude. You know he's that guy.
The guy that you just met is not the guy you'll see on stage. The guy on stage you'll see is Dave. It'll be Dave perfectly to a T.
It is, but
he is just so down home and humble right now. And he's always been that way.
Yeah. We're going to hook up with Mean Street soon. And we're going to do a live stream. Mitch had the accident with his hand, as we heard tonight. We had planned doing a Show Me Your Pick live stream with Main Street Live a couple of weeks ago, back on the 8th on Saturday.
Yeah, that was I was gonna say that was scheduled for this
but
week, wasn't it?
yeah, they canceled that. That was April the 8th.
Yeah.
But they did do the one show with Mitch doing one-handed. He used his hand a lot of the time, but he's good with the one hand.
Bless him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jay told me that he heard him once or twice going, ow, ow. Yeah. So.
Yeah, because he was still using it, but he was using it very lightly and sporadically.
Yeah.
And you could probably see it in the Sunday afternoon in the park solo part. You could see him using both hands. But wow. I mean, he still did a lot with so much. He did so much with just one hand. It's off the rails.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He did.
So speedy recovery to you, man. And I can't wait to see you in July.
Yeah.
I may even see you in May. Who knows?
I know that would be nice, but can't wait to see the mighty Mean Street and me personally, now that I'm all healed up and raring to go, you know, I need a concert to go to, bro.
Yeah, man, we need some gigs.
Yeah.
We got to hit some gigs together, and that's the perfect gig to hit together, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of gigs, we're gonna be right back here on the channel Saturday for Show Me Your Pick, and that is 9 o'clock Eastern. And this Saturday here, we're going to be talking about James Taylor.
You're handy, man.
Yeah, on Show Me Your Pick. Yeah, we are.
Oh yeah.
We'll play some 10-shot rock and roll trivia over there. And
he grew up in your area, didn't he?
He did. He grew up about a half an hour away from here.
Yeah. Right.
I go over the James Taylor Bridge very often. Yeah, not too far from here.
All right, so we got 10-shot rock and roll trivia as well.
Yeah, so we asked 10 questions on Saturday, not just one, but some are easy and some are hard, but they're all fun.
10, not 9 3/4, but 10.
Yeah, and but yeah, there's lots of fun over there. We show you a lot of guitar picks. We get a lot of guitar picks way over there.
Yeah, we always have our favorite boy, Butt Cheeks.
Yeah, Brendan B. Squared will be here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and yeah, you'll certainly see him, and he makes these cool cigar box guitars too.
Oh yeah.
So if you want one, you can get a hold to him. Yeah, you can. Links are always close by. Look how lovely that is, man.
I may break into Liddy Lou's house and still steal that one, the third one on the right, the one with the kill switch. I love that.
Okay.
So keep your security going, Liddy.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. And for those of you who are after some cool guitar picks like this.
Oh yeah. Go to Greg.
Yeah, imagine
Imagine
your logo on a batch of these. That's right, in your pick dish with your stuff.
I don't have one. Oh wait, I gotta go see Greg. What do I do?
Greg, you can see him down below in the description. Legend Pick.
Greg Collins. Go see him.
Yeah, he will certainly take care of you.
Yep.
You don't have to
set me up.
You don't have to drive all the way to NAM. which he
But
is. Yeah.
I'm in the area, so who knows? I just may.
Go see Greg. Yeah, go hang out with
Yeah,
Greg.
I just
He's
might.
there.
Who knows? Well, wait. I got to get a badge first. Jeez.
He's there.
Is there somebody I can get a badge from?
Oh, you know everybody, Keith. Come on now.
I'll see if I can get a hold of somebody.
You got
Yeah.
friends in low places, bro.
I got friends everywhere. I got a guy no matter where you have to go.
Yeah.
So
Right on. All right,
maybe I'll go.
kids.
Maybe I'll head up there. That's this weekend. So don't forget, hit your
Yeah.
man. You know, keep an eye on your shows and your podcasts and your live streams for that as well. But we will keep you updated on everything going on with Van Halen.
Yeah, and Mammoth WVH too. A lot of
Yes.
cool hot news coming out of the Mammoth camp. Yeah, so
he's got more videos coming up, he said.
yeah.
And more releases as well. And he hasn't said whether or not he's going to be at NAMM, but he does say that stuff is being released at NAMM.
So yeah. So watch your Instagram. He's doing more. So
Yep.
he's got this break in between.
He's also just registered on TikTok as well. So if none of you have seen it yet, he does a short clip of his drum solo that he did for his new video. You know, a celebration at the end of the world.
Right.
And he just totally fucks it up, but he's like, shit, fuck, damn, you know, balls. Right. And it's hysterical.
Yeah.
So if you guys see it, it's hysterical. Go check it out.
Yeah. And he'll be live too, more he's saying on Instagram too. Yeah. So, and we'll be talking all about that next week. Speaking of next week.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, if you're still in the chat, you're going to want to hear this. So yeah, but so next week, no, I haven't made a card yet, Keith. Next week,
I know.
on the show, right here, we are. Well, let me find. Oh, I do have some. I do. I didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
So next week on the show, next Wednesday, right here, 9:00, we are gonna have this guy.
Yeah.
Back on the show.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. Mr. Steve Rosen.
And we are going to be talking about the book, and we are going to be talking about specifics from the book. We're going to be talking, we're going to deep dive on this book.
Finally.
Yes. So, and we are going to have a board also with us. And I think I saw him in the chat a while ago, but my eyes got diverted. Adam.
Yeah, he was. Yep.
Adam Roach is going to be here with us. Adam, if you're in the chat, nice to see you, dude. We'll see you next week. Yep. So yeah.
Steve Rosen and Adam Roach.
And Adam Roach next.
It's gonna be a great show. Yeah. This is gonna be good. Good. Get ready, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Tony.
Lots of fun next week.
Yeah. I can't wait for this setup. You know, just the three of us talking. Because we're gonna have a sit down. Well, the four of us, but you, me, and Adam are going to talk first.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait for that because I haven't had a long talk with Adam in a long time.
Yeah. but yeah, that's next week. Uncle Steve is going to be with us.
Yeah.
He's doing well and he sends his best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a busy camper.
He
He's got the second volume coming out. Well, not the second volume, second pressing with a new cover, and
right
he's promoting it well. He's doing it really well on YouTube, and he's doing all sorts of posts on Instagram, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud of everything he's doing and the way it's coming out, and everybody's got his back. Every artist has him. Just like, here's my book, with my guitar, or here's me playing it with my guitar.
Yeah.
It's such a great thing for Steve, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. But we'll welcome Steve on Wednesday of next week. Absolutely, we will. Everybody, I want to thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting these shows, Halenville and Show Me Your Pick. We certainly appreciate it. We love putting these shows on. We love talking about this stuff. We love your interaction with these shows in the chat. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's a great community. Great community.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We love you. Put a thumbs up on the video for us. Subscribe if you're not. Make sure that you are. Tell a friend about us.
Yes. Don't forget to share, please.
Yeah. And share them on your socials too. That certainly helps. Right.
Sharing is free, so it doesn't hurt to share. Just click over and hit share. Boom.
All right, kids, and do visit the Halenville Live Facebook fan page.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff on there. You'll see all the past episodes on there, plus in between each week, it's a lot of cool extra stuff. You'll see the bass solo from Jay Turner from 2 weeks ago up there. But a lot of cool stuff. So go over there and check it out and follow it. Thank you for that. Keith, have a great week, bro. We'll see you Saturday. And Brendan, and we'll be talking James Taylor here on Pick, showing you some James Taylor guitar pick. Not a lot of them out there. Yeah.
Once again, Tony, though, thank you. Thank you for a wonderful show. And I can't thank you enough for everything you do for this community, because it's not about, me or you. It's about the content, everything that we do. It's about what we did tonight. It's about this. It's about everything. And it's about everybody out there who follows us, because they love it. And, it's about guys like Binny who do bands.
Right. But like that's right. Like we say here, Charles used to say it every week, all roads, they always seem to lead right back, no matter what you're talking about in music or whatever. Always they lead right back to Van Halen, don't they? Every time.
Absolutely. Like all roads lead to Van Halen. Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what band you're in. Everything leads back to Van Halen.
That's right.
The Van Halen effect has its effect on everybody. There you go.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Yeah. We're going to say bye. See you later. And we're going to not sing Happy Trails tonight, although we might bombard it. No, I'm kidding.
Bombard.
Don't put it
Humla babla zebla bubla, humla babla zebla bop.
Now, if we did Halenville on Saturday and Show Me Your Pick on Wednesday,
That might
see
screw
stuff
some
like
people
that.
up.
That's
Yeah.
right. You might see it. All right.
Yeah.
We're out of here. Thanks for watching. We love you. See you next Wednesday. Peace. And we got this chat on YouTube. Swear they are awesome.
Yeah, they are. We got the best chat on the planet. They kick ass.